You spend hours planning, recording, and editing a podcast to bring in local leads here in the South Bay, only to realize the majority of your audience is turning off the episode before you ever reach your offer. That drop-off is not an unpredictable mystery. It is a measurable technical failure with a specific cause in your audio. If you are ready to fix your retention, head over to voxelmicrovideolabs.com to see how we help local businesses secure their audience. Today, we are going to look at your retention graphs, pinpoint the exact second your audience abandoned ship, and implement the mechanical fix required to keep them listening. Plugging this hidden leak ensures the energy you put into recording actually results in the local lead generation you intended to capture. Step 1 is to open up your analytics dashboard. Log in to either Apple Podcast Connect or Google Podcast Manager. Once you are in, ignore your total download numbers. For a local business, gross downloads do not tell you if the right people are actually hearing your message. The metric that indicates a listener is likely to become a sales lead is active audience engagement. To see that data, navigate directly to the Analytics tab inside your dashboard. Click on your most recently published episode so we can isolate the performance of your latest content. You will likely see an immediate dip in the first 30 seconds. This is a common pattern caused by users skipping intros or previewing the show, so do not let it distract you. Shifting your focus to deep retention metrics is the first step toward accurately measuring whether your message is actually reaching the ears of your target audience. This graph shows listener drop-off over time. The bottom axis tracks runtime. The vertical axis tracks the percentage still listening. Imagine that starting point as 100 people in a room. A gentle downward slope is healthy baseline retention. The cliff dive is different. It's the exact timestamp where listeners abruptly abandon the episode, causing retention to plummet vertically. These mid-episode mass exits are the specific points where your marketing efforts fail to convert. They are usually triggered by production errors, such as dragging out a summary, playing copyrighted music, or losing the conversation's thread. Look at the exact timestamp of that drop-off. Play your audio file back at that moment and listen for what you said. Once you identify the trigger, you must remove that specific behavior from your future recording habits. Isolating and removing these drop-off points is how you keep an audience hooked until they hear your final call to action. This leads to a practical question. How can a local business use professional production to actively solve these retention problems? Correcting these data drops requires a production process where your audio is reviewed against these analytics to see what is working. We use this data to help you script hooks at the start of your episode that give listeners a concrete reason to stay through the middle. Our studio also helps you structure your segments to avoid rambling and implements clean endings that encourage listeners to immediately start your next episode. Partnering with Voxel Micro Video Labs replaces guesswork with a workflow focused on holding a listener's attention until they reach your call to action. When your listeners stay until the final minute, they finally hear the offers and calls to action that lead to local customer inquiries. This consistency is how you build a community in the South Bay that recognizes your brand and trusts your expertise. Demand for production at Voxel Micro Video Labs is currently at an all-time high, and our studio rooms are booking out several weeks in advance. Delaying your professional production gives your immediate local competitors the opportunity to capture the attention of the audience you are trying to reach. Go to voxelmicrovideolabs.com immediately to secure your video podcast session before our calendar for the month is full.